Welcome to Rome.
Thank you, Will. Yes, welcome to Rome indeed. Now officially kicks off the embargo is down. I can release all the information that I got from my recent trip to Rome with the Creative Assembly to the set of HBO's Rome for a Total War Rome 2 event. And I can now reveal exactly what we got up to. The forums, it was brilliant reading the post there because both sort of the CA team and both myself and Prince of Macedon that were lucky enough to be invited to go along to this event were not laughing, but just it's great to see the enthusiasm of the community when people go, they've taken 55 PCs to Rome and they've invited Prince of Macedon, he plays a lot of multiplayer, and Lionheart, and they must be doing some multiplayer testing or something in Rome. Nope, no multiplayer testing. We didn't test that, but what we did get to play for about 3 hours was the Prologue campaign for Rome 2. And it's the war between Rome and the Samnites, or probably said that Samnites. Said that wrong, probably. But those of you, I'm sure, you know what I mean. Now, the information about the Prologue campaign has slowly been coming out briefly, but and I'll be covering it a little bit more when I get some gameplay footage from CA shortly. But I have plenty of interviews and video stock footage of the day and what we got up to. But yes, it was a fantastic event. We got to play the Prologue campaign. I actually, had a little tweak around and looked at the settings and some of the hardware running Rome 2 on those machines. Now, obviously, that build was obviously a testing build. It wasn't the final game, so things can obviously change, but generally performance can only get better. And one thing that excited me specifically was that I found out that the machine I was on had a GTX 570, which is the exact same card I have in my PC. And it was running quite well, and I had a look at the settings as well, and they'd cranked up some of those settings higher than I would normally do, like the higher anti-aliasing, and they had stuff like SSAO on, which is stuff I wouldn't normally have. They have shadows on Ultra, which I generally find runs better on low. So with a little bit of tweaking, I quickly made it even more, fluid, but it was running perfectly fine on a 570. Just as well as Shogun 2 did, and they were still saying in the the brief notes that there was plenty of performance optimization and tweaks still to make. But of course, I can't stress that was a test build, so just because it ran really well then, ideally it will run as well as that on release, but that gives me quite a bit of hope to see it was running quite well. In terms of multi-core support, I didn't find anything out about that specifically, because I know some of you are going to ask about that, but it seemed to be running very well. And they were using Intel processors, at least on the PC that I was using, and there is a new option for the 4th generation of Intel processors to help with the rendering process there. There's an option in the settings, I think it's called DRA, I may have got that wrong, but there's a setting that should help the 4th generation Intel processors, render even better or help with the processing power. But gave me great hope seeing a 570, my own card essentially, running Rome 2 that well. So the Prologue campaign was awesome. We got to try out some naval battles, some land and sea. As I said, I'll get some gameplay footage to you guys as soon as possible. But for now, flying around, I'll throw up some images of what was going on, what we got to see. The set of HBO's Rome is fantastic. It's all pretty much still there. Yeah, what a fantastic experience. We got to do some a little bit of rally point filming with Will and Craig. So I think here is I should probably do a highlight of Will's best moment and Craig's best moment from the Rome trip. And I think Craig's best moment was Craig having a poo in the Roman toilet facilities.
What?
Roman pooping station.
Roman pooping station!
Oh, here we go. Filming Craig having a poo. Dun, 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 dun.
I swear to God, this better not end up on the internet. What am I doing?
Now, obviously, that probably wasn't a real poo. Just so you know, we're not showing that kind of thing on YouTube. We're keeping it, PC, family friendly. And Will's best moment. What happens when you give the 2 community managers some fish props and tell them to fight? Go, Will.
We saw 2 fish and went, let's have a fish fight.
Yeah, and then we thought, let's film it while you film it.
Let's go for
So
it.
you film, here we go. First person fish fight.
Gladiator, ready!
Third person over there.
First fish, you will go on that second whistle.
Bring it. Bring your fish. Come on.
Flying fish attack!
This should be mocapped.
Wait. People on the internet, eh?
So yeah, Will's flying fish attack. So as you can see, it's not all you know, it's not all that hard. It's not all that hard on them. Sometimes when they get let out, you know, they go a bit mental, they go a bit crazy. But the poor chaps, they need it. They need it. But yeah, a fantastic event. The Prologue campaign was awesome to play. So you're probably wanting to know, you know, where's the information you've got from the event, because it looks awesome from those videos you've shown up, and you know, talking about the Prologue campaign and how well it was running and things like that. Coming up here now should be a selection of videos which will have annotations which you can click on, and they'll also be uploading on my channel now anyway, so you can check them out. But I've got an interview with the lead designer James Russell, and that features questions that you guys submitted to me. You know, I hinted at that something might be happening, so you guys should send some questions in to me, and I gave as many questions as I could to James Russell to answer. So there's a lot of interesting information in that. I've also got the long-awaited Banquinterview, as so termed by Creative Assembly's own Will Overguard. We basically decided, look, we had a huge feast in the evening of the event, which was absolutely fantastic on the set, and I'll show some pictures up now. I'm throwing them up while I'm talking. The set looked fantastic at night, but we decided to do this Banquinterview, which, you know, we just basically, it's kind of behind the scenes, the people at CA, some of the main guys there, all having a chat about all things Rome, all things Roman, and also you get to know the all-important which faction is their favourite, and which are they going to play, and also you're going to find out some stark truths that they are not biased towards the Iceni just because they're British. And finally, I've got it was a very fun interview to do. It was with Will and Craig, and I was doing a kind of a Road to Rome 2, looking at the changes from the original Rome all the way up to Rome 2, and kind of asking the guys what their most favourite feature was, and the thing that's changed the most that they feel has, you know, really been the icon of the series, what their favourite moments were all the way across the series, and see what things have changed and what things they're looking forward to. So that's definitely an awesome one to check out. As I said, I should have some gameplay footage for you ready in the next few days as well. And also August 3rd, be sure to come back to my channel, because I will be doing yet another competition for you guys to win a chance, or rather for you guys to have a chance to win a copy of Total War Rome 2 yourselves. So with all that information, all the videos are here, click the annotations. Please do subscribe if you haven't already to my channel, because this is just the beginning of a plethora of Rome 2 information. But this is just the start of the Rome 2 event. I've got loads of stock footage which I'll be throwing up in future Hear Me Roars over the next coming weeks. So be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. And just like to take the opportunity once more to say thank you to the Creative Assembly, Will, Craig, Becky, Al, all those who had a hand in shaping basically the opportunity for myself, and I'm sure Prince of Macedon as well, the opportunity for us both to go to Rome with them. It was a fantastic event. Prologue campaign kicks ass. Rome 2 is awesome. Yeah, what else do I need to say? See ya.